Time now 6:03. This morning, jury selection gets underway in a high-profile murder trial out of Hillsborough County. Gerald Radford is accused of killing John Lay at a Tampa dog park a year ago yesterday.
It's a case we've been following for quite some time, and it's gotten a lot of attention, with Radford claiming self-defense and Lay's friends calling it a hate crime. Then they say that Radford was targeting Lay because he's gay. So 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser picks up our coverage. He joins us live right now from Hillsborough County's courthouse with a preview of what we can expect today. Eric?
Good morning, ladies. Yeah, and we sort of got an idea of what we might expect to see and hear in this case, because back in December, there was sort of this mini trial, if you will, where defense attorneys for Radford were arguing that this was a case of stand your ground. Well, the judge ultimately rejected that argument, and so we find ourselves here today with the beginning of this jury trial. But during that hearing, we heard from several witnesses, including Radford himself. The 66-year-old is accused of second-degree murder. It was just over a year ago to the day, as you said, February 2nd of last year, that Radford shot and killed John Lay as the two got into a fight at West Dog Park outside of Tampa. When Radford took the stand in December, he claimed that Lay was the aggressor during that confrontation and that he only pulled out a gun to defend himself. But Lay's friends, many who know both men from that same dog park, testified that this had been brewing for years, that Radford used homophobic slurs and was often the aggressor toward Lay.
But he thought he was a
and he's like, well, that and I said, do you really have to say that word?
You treated him different because he's gay, right?
No, I treated him different because of the way he treated me.
I don't know if I told him to stop or not, but he wasn't stopping.
During that same testimony, Radford said that he and Lay had once been more friendly toward each other, but that their conversations eventually became more confrontational. He says he had no issue with Lay's sexuality, although he admitted to using those homophobic slurs. His defense attorneys point to a pair of text messages that Lay sent the day before the shooting, saying that if Radford blocked his path again at the park, he would try to tackle him and to expect, in his words, drama. Even though Radford was denied that stand your ground defense, he will expected to use the self-defense argument in this case. A lot of that, he says, was based upon, again, that confrontation where he claims he was knocked down and only then pulled a gun. As the two struggled over it, it went off. So there will be physical evidence in this case. Likely that's what a lot of the jury will hear, and a lot of what their verdict will eventually hinge on, as well as that testimony, in the absence of eyewitness testimony, from friends who knew both men and the credibility of their words. Reporting live in Tampa, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.